Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Construction Complete, a show about Super Mario Maker 2. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be carrying on looking at the SMB3 remix that I'm currently working on. And today we're looking at World 1, Level 3. And same, just for people that are watching this for the first time, this whole show currently is about me remixing every single level from the original Super Mario Bros. 3 to the best of my ability. And the reason for that is I love Super Mario Bros. 3, it's my favourite platformer of all time, and the fact that I have the tools now, more of the tools to reconstruct some of these levels but in a different style is enjoyable, and I'm very much like doing it. So 1-3, probably... It's fine for what it is, but it's probably one of my least favourite levels that I've made. So, as always, I'm going to play through the level how I intend to do it. I'll talk you through the level, the ideas behind it, and what's referenced to the original level, and then we'll critique it and talk about stuff. And yeah, so let's go.
Here we go.
This should feel very similar to 1-3. One thing that I can't do in this game is Boomerang Brothers, so I had to change it up for Hammer Brothers. And Hammer Brothers in this aren't too bad, but they are fairly notorious in the original game for being a pain in the backside. Yeah, not the... Whoop. Not the... Oh yeah. Something a bit different here. This is very different in some ways. I could put a secret block there, or whatever, but different coloured pipes being used here. You'll see that the plants come out at different speeds, but we'll get onto that later. One of my favourite secrets that I've made, actually. I kind of like the design of this. Looks quite fun. Hammer Brother. Cheeky little one-up block there. And this should look somewhat familiar. Now, if you didn't know, you can actually hold down on this, and after a while, Mario will jump. Like that. So as you can see, quite a simple level, actually. Definitely reminiscing of 1-3, but shorter. Or at least it feels shorter, but different. So, let's take a look at it, shall we? Starting off, in 1-3, you do have something similar to this. I can't remember the exact layout, but you have a Koopa Trooper walking back. So I've got a couple of Koopa Troopers, some coins. Now, the reason, again, you can't get to that Koopa Trooper without, there's no way of blind jumping this without seeing it. So if I start off the whole run and jump, I can't make it without seeing that Koopa Trooper. So like the last two levels, I always try to put whatever the first enemy or first sort of challenges, I try to give some sort of indication and time that you've got before it's going to get you, basically. So, and obviously green Koopa Troopers, they walk off the edge, don't stand here. He will nip you. But the whole point is that I've given you two attempts. There's a couple of different ways to kill that Hammer Brother, which you don't know that's there yet, but oh, Hammer Brother. Bye, Hammer Brother. If you bypass the Koopa Troopers, the Hammer Brothers that I put in the level always spawn on top of the blocks. So if we just walk over there... Oh no, a Hammer Brother! This is a coin block on purpose. This gives you multiple attempts to kill the bloody thing if it decides to come over and you miss with these ones. Bear in mind, Hammer Brothers can jump down, so...
Here we go.
Just be aware that even though he's there lobbing hammers, they do jump still. And can come down the bottom. They're still one of the most annoying enemies to deal with from the Mario series, but there he goes. Now, Hammer Brothers you do have to be careful with because, like I said, they can be extremely annoying. In the original Super Mario Brothers, they're one of the hardest enemies to deal with. In this, not so much. There's no way for me to turn him into a Boomerang Brother. I can turn him into a Sledge Brother, but I think dealing with a Sledge Brother this early on is kind of a bit... they're not the... I mean, you can still kill them the same way, but when they slam the ground, they are frustrating. I don't actually know what happens if you give them wings. What if I give you wings?
Here we go.
Ooh. Oh, it's a lot quicker. Interesting. He hops instead of walks. Interesting, I didn't know that. Nope. So this hammer brother, and then we have this bit. So this is designed so that you can either jump up and hit this Koopa Trooper and smash all these blocks, just like the original level. It's definitely not the same layout, and there's a coin block here as to sort of smash these ones, so that you can go underneath and test out all these blocks to see if there's something there. However, if you don't have a mushroom, you can just run underneath it. I had to change this so many times because I couldn't get it right how I wanted it, and then decided, you know what, if you miss the mushroom, you can just bypass it. And to this pipe, and so on and so forth. This is just a pipe acting as an obstacle. Is if you knock the Koopa Trooper into it, it's going to bounce off of it, so you do have to be aware of that. Then you got these dudes, and this is where you're going to get to see the different speeds at which piranhas come out. So they're going to come out at the same time to start with. And then the one on the left, then the one on the right, then the top one. And you're going to see them completely go out of sync now. The blue one's pretty harmless in the blue pipe. It's hard to hit your head on that. In fact, I don't even think, unless I'm jumping on this pipe, I can hit it. So unless you do something crazy like this, it's unlikely you're going to hit the pipe. I've also made it so you can't go in this one, and as you can see, that's where the secret is. I should probably have switched these pipes around and put the secret pipe there, but yeah, a few little coins. Yeah, it's alright. That lined up. Ah, I just realised. I like to do things fairly symmetrical, but this pipe is off. It wouldn't matter anyway. Yeah, I just suddenly thought there's no way to line these pipes up. I'd have to move one of these over. But yes, it's a tricky little area. And now, if you're here
we go.
and you're walking, you should see that plant come up beforehand, which should give you enough time for the other plants to pop up. However, if you are running, I believe you're probably going to see the blue one first, I think, which hopefully gives some indication, but ooh, you can get through that. I didn't know that. You can get through that section fairly quickly, but yeah, it shows that there's piranhas there. Like, if you're playing it casually, you should see this piranha plant pop up, and then these should pop up afterwards, hopefully giving you enough indication that those enemies are there. Then another hammer brother who's not too much trouble. Again, put him on these blocks. However, there is no multiple coin block this time, so if you do miss him, you might just want to avoid him, get away from him. Over that, similar to the first level, there's a sort of staircase thing, except they're different, but they are before and after a hole. So you have this little gap here, and this little gap here. There are no enemies in this bit. This is kind of a bit of downtime for this level. It's just meant to let you get a one-up. Nope. And then there we go. And then we have the final part where we have the red Koopa Trooper and the two jumping green ones, which I'm not sure when they start on screen. Let's go here.
Here we go.
Oh. Wow, what slow reactions.
Here we go.
Obviously, if they're both going, they're going like that together, but it's unlikely you're going to see the second one on screen that early without seeing the other one. This is just kind of meant to mimic the end of the other level. Now, the other one has more of these, and it also has a Paragoomba, which I can't make in this game. So I went for a slightly different ending, trying to represent the end of it, but a bit simpler, a couple of Koopa Troopers, and a bit of a short level all in all. So that's kind of what you're seeing going on with this level. It's definitely one of my weaker levels. I just don't... It's fine to play, but it's very... It emulates enough of the original level, like this bit here with the bricks. The Hammer Brothers are meant to represent the Boomerang Brothers, but all in all, it's just a bit weak. This bit I like the beginning bit with the coins, and I like this bit with the Hammer Brother. I do wish that I had Boomerang Brothers, but hey, whatever. This layer of blocks here isn't particularly great. If you want to know what's in them, we've got a P-switch in that one. That is a coin block. That is a raccoon leaf. That is another set of coin blocks. So there are quite a lot of rewards in this that you can get, but it's not particularly great. I think it does the job. Like I said, you can't just bypass the whole thing like that. If we go up here.
Here we go.
Come on, Luigi. Over you go. If you do go up here and decide to do it, and not that. I messed that up royally. But I mean, it's a bit of fun. It kind of emulates that whole part from the original game. But I don't know. It doesn't feel quite. It could be better. I definitely think this could be better. It could look cooler. This sort of section of the level's fine. It's just a small bit of obstacles. It allows for that secret room. The secret room I actually do kind of like.
Here we go.
We'll just go over that again. Oh yeah, I forgot there's some hidden coin blocks here at the end.
Here we go.
Gotta put these in. Just an extra way, so in case you do fall down, you can fall over here. Something I will mention now, which I think is one of the best things about this, is that, see how that wall? They added something called scroll stop. And if you draw a line, you can get away with doing it like to there. But because I'm going over that, I'll do it all the way to the top. I believe you can do it. Is this a vertical section? I don't know which way around I did it. But yeah, you can use this to stop the screen from scrolling, and it is an absolute godsend because it means you can have little rooms everywhere and you'll never see them if you do that correctly. But this secret room I kind of like. I like the fact there's just some coins in here. Just a nice, simple like thing causing you to climb up here. Pretty happy with that one. So this section's alright. This I don't mind, again, with the other Hammer Brother. Like, it's fine. This, I don't know. Not sure about this bit. Like, I like the layout. Don't know if I need the coins and the hidden block there. Maybe I should get rid of the coins and just leave the hidden block as like an extra bonus. And this bit at the end is alright. Again, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible level. It definitely has a Mario Brothers feel to it, but yeah, it just feels a bit weak. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the original level. It also doesn't help that I can't use Boomerang Brothers. These bits here, these stacks of hard blocks, are reminiscent of the original level. You have like one stack, one has a raccoon leaf in it. I think there was a Boomerang Brother in the middle of one of them. I'd have to go back and play that level because that's the one I remember it vaguely, but I need to look at a level map. But let's play through it like as someone who's never played the level before, and then we'll wrap things up here and talk about my final thoughts on it. So yeah, this is just going to be me walking through the level and jumping, rather than collecting anything. Like I said, this is what I do if I want to test something out to make sure that it's possible to do. In case you're interested, you can run, if you hold walk and jump up there, you can go up there. Take the mushroom. But none of the jumps in this should be too hard to do. Just going to bypass you. No, we're not going to knock you out. Alright. You can see, fairly short level, not too difficult. It was never meant to be difficult anyway. Oh, I noticed I put 1-ups in there. Yeah, all in all, I mean, it serves its purpose. Like, I'm happy that I've done it, but I think this is one of the most boring levels to try and remake. I mean, going back and looking at some of those old Super Mario Bros. 3 levels, some of them aren't the best designs. Some of them aren't that great. I mean, they feel fun to play. But there's something I can't quite do with this level that I want to do to make it feel a bit more fun. Like, it serves the purpose of being, hey, remember 1-3 from Super Mario Bros. 3? It's got that. It's got the Hammer Brothers. It's got the blocks there. It's got these hard blocks. It's also got this bit at the end. Like, those are the bits that mostly reminisce to the rest of it is completely new, and just kind of going off of like what I've got, what I can use to make it feel enough like the original level. But I think that overall this is definitely one that is by far one of my weakest, and one that I could absolutely change in the future. But coming up, we have in the next video we're going to be doing 1-4, which is the level I spent the most time on. It's the level, one of the levels I'm most proud of, but we'll get there when we get there. But that's pretty much going to cover it for today. Again, like in every video, I will put the code up so you can see it, and if you want to go and play this level, you can. And then obviously feel free to come back and comment on this and give your own thoughts and feelings on it. Things you think I could improve, or you didn't like, or if you liked it. You know, it's always, feedback for this stuff's always good. It's always good to test these over and over and look back at it. That's why I'm kind of doing this series. But thank you very much for watching. As always, if you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more of the content of this and anything else, hit subscribe. And like I said, comment if you want to play the level and give me some feedback on that. But until next video, I'll see you then.